Hi everybody, I'm Michael and welcome to my video blog, Hidden in Plain Sight. Today, I'm at one of my favorite places, Corriganville Park, formerly known as Corriganville Movie Ranch. Let's go explore. Corriganville Movie Ranch was built on land purchased in 1937 by cowboy actor stuntman Ray Crash Corrigan. He created a working film ranch studio as well as a Western-themed tourist attraction. The man-made structures and natural scenery served as backdrops to such diverse movies as John Ford's Fort Apache starring John Wayne and Henry Fonda, Billy the Kid vs. Dracula starring John Carradine, and the series of Jungle Jim films starring Johnny Weissmuller, as well as television shows The Fugitive, The Lone Ranger, and The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin. Corriganville has been a public park since 1988. If you'd like to visit, take the 118 freeway to the Cooner Drive exit and go south about 2 miles till you get to Smith Road. Turn left and you'll find the park at the end of the road. Our tour of Corriganville starts in Silvertown, the Western-themed Main Street that also included Ray Corrigan's private residence. The original entrance to Corriganville Amusement Park was located on Cooner Drive and is now a housing development. Standing on the western end of Silvertown and facing east, you can see the familiar Gorilla Face rock formation in the background and the foundations of the buildings that used to be there. It was here that actors put on gunfight shows that thrilled thousands of people in the years the amusement park was open. This part of the video was filmed in July of 2018, and you can see various piles of dirt around the Silvertown area. These mounds of dirt were used in the construction of a recreation of the infamous Spahn Ranch, which was used in Quentin Tarantino's upcoming movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Spahn Ranch set took up the entire Silvertown area and was very authentic looking. Silvertown had a saloon, a bank, a hotel, and a marshal's office to give it that authentic Old West look. Many movie star favorites have walked this area, such as John Wayne, Henry Fonda, Robert Taylor, Chuck Norris, and most recently, Bruce Dern, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Brad Pitt have all filmed scenes in this very area. Arriving in the eastern part of Silvertown, we can see the concrete and stone walls of the stable and the foundation of the old hotel. Again, take note of those piles of dirt. These stone walls and foundations are all that's left of the stables in Silvertown. These stables house the horses that were used in the Wild West shows and in Western movies. This building was destroyed in a 1978 fire, which destroyed most of Silvertown. They also built a jail right there in the stable, and what you're looking at is all that's left of it. As I mentioned earlier, Quentin Tarantino recently filmed scenes here at Corriganville in October for his upcoming movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood starring Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, using a recreation of the Manson family hangout, Spahn Ranch. As you can see from the inset picture, it did indeed cover the entire area of Silvertown. For a better look at the Spahn Ranch set, check out my video on it. I provided a link in the description of this video. Just north of Silvertown, you'll find the remains of the fort set used in the 1948 John Ford film Fort Apache, starring John Wayne, Henry Fonda, Shirley Temple, and then-husband John Agar. The fort was built specifically for the movie and was reused in dozens of subsequent film and TV productions. Most notably, the mid-1950s TV series The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin. A bit of Fort Apache trivia: Shirley Temple, in one of her first adult roles, was pregnant during the shooting and was worried that riding horses or wearing her corset too tight would induce a miscarriage. The loop trail takes you into the back part of the park and is 1.2 miles. It offers the seasoned bike rider or hiker a very challenging fitness experience. Using the stables as a starting point, let's go explore the Interpretive Trail and take a hike out to Robin Hood Lake. The first thing we see as we head east on our way to Robin Hood Lake are the remains of the old schoolhouse of Silvertown. The Interpretive Trail Loop is a 1.1 mile, mostly shaded hike that takes you past signs that identify the native vegetation, geologic formations, as well as places that were locations in films and television. Our next stop along the way to Robin Hood Lake is Trailblazer Cave. The cave was a work of movie magic fakery. The sides were built up with plaster and cement to make it look more like a cave where a mine shaft is needed. Some of the productions that used this location were the movies Billy the Kid vs. Dracula and The Rangebusters, as well as the TV series The Fugitive starring David Jansen. The episode was called 10,000 Pieces of Silver and it aired on October 11, 1966. The back entrance of the cave that you see here was used for the 1942 15-chapter Republic serial adventure Nayoki and the Tiger Men. Next up is Canyon Rock, which was often used as a canyon entrance in Western adventure movies of the 1940s and 50s, such as the 1951 film Jungle Manhunt, starring Johnny Weissmuller as Jungle Jim. And we arrive at Robin Hood Lake, a concrete lake used in Western and adventure movies such as The Creature of the Black Lagoon and The African Queen. This specially built, watertight bunker was used to film underwater scenes in The Creature from the Black Lagoon and the Jungle Jim movies starring Johnny Weissmuller. In its heyday in the late 1950s, Corriganville had greater weekend attendance than Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. There is so much to explore at Corriganville Park that you'll find something new each time you visit this historic venue of Western movie and television history. And that's what makes Corriganville one of my all-time favorite places in Southern California that's hidden in plain sight. Well, that's our visit to Corriganville Park, formerly known as Corriganville Movie Ranch. One of my favorite places in the world. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel below for future videos. We'll see you next time, hidden in plain sight.